Good morning. I'm back with another floss tube. This is, I don't know which one this one is. Oh, let me go see. Season 5, episode 32. Okay. Last week was a busy week. So, this is my floss tube where I talk about my cross stitching and any other hobbies. So, I got my coffee. And let's get down to it. All right, so first of all, I'm trying to do one FFO a month. I probably need to do it weekly, but I know me. I did not get to quilting this week because I wasn't up to it mentally. My brain was too all over the place. But I did do some deep cleaning in my room and in my craft room. And this is weird. So I've got a spindle rack that I hang all my fabrics on. I fold them up and they're just hanging up there. I got the spindle rack for free because it was tossed out at a grocery store. And my wife asked if she could bring it home to me for me to use my craft room. They said yes, it's trash and all. And it's a metal spindle that hats and gloves were hanging on, so it's perfectly fine. So I use these little clips and I hang them up. Now, when I set it up, I had enough hooks for all my fabric. Going back through, now I have not been buying any new fabrics, okay? I did not have enough hooks. How is that? How is that? I don't understand. Except for, I know there's some pieces that are cut that were big, yards, and I've cut it down. That's the only thing I can think of because I ran out of hooks. But it is what it is. And then I did do a small, tiny pillow. I wanted it to be small and dainty and simple because the buttons on it are 3D, which stand out. But it's my little spring pillow. And there's the back. And I'm happy with it. So, I don't have a lot of seasonal things. So I'm trying to start building them up. And I've got tons of stuff that I need to finish. Okay, so no quilting. And that's the only sewing I did. All right, now stitching wise. Let me go. Where is there? There. Okay. So Jelly World. I got 2,000 stitches in. I am done. Okay, so it's 5 pages across, which only 4 are full pages. So 5, 6, and 7 pages done. Only 6 full pages. So as of now, I qualified to get all the patterns and the stitch along. This is the HAED stitch along for this year. And if I get 6 full pages, I get all 12 of the patterns that were offered. And if I finish it, I get a free pattern from Heaven and Earth. And it's too late to join. You had to join by a certain date at the beginning of the year. So, I did get my 2,000. So, I'm at 3,000 for the month so far. I gotta get some stitching done on it. Then, shipping the bottle. where are you? Set that there. I got 1,100 stitches on this. Now, they're up. Okay, all that's done besides back stitching. Their up is done besides back stitching. So all I have is this right here. I figure it's around 2,000 stitches. I could be off. And then lots of back stitching. I would love to get this finished this week. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Oh, yeah. I might be working on that today. Then my shadow lane for this week was Fairy Flower Garden. And let's see what, this is the top. Okay, this is how it goes. When I stitch on it, I'm doing it this way so it's closer to me. But this is the top. I want to get from this border in all done, including these little fancy delicate flowers. I wanted to work my way over to get this in, because if I fudge a little bit and get this knocked off or mess up a little bit on this, the delicate flowers, and get this off, it would throw all of it off. So I counted over doing a back stitch, a running stitch, to be sure that this here is in the right order. If I need to, I can fudge in here in these little delicate flowers in my head. So I want another 1,000 on it for this week. Okay. Then, and I did 1,050 stitches on it. Then on, oh, wrong one. Moonlit Mountain Forest for the Stitches So Beautiful, Sal. I did 500 stitches, so I finished the first 2 rows all the way across. So I'm just going to keep going down. Parkin is working really good. I want to get another 500 stitches on it. This is a maybe for today too, because I'm not sure what I want to work on. Then for, which I've got to get that so I don't forget it. Okay, there. Sorry. And then where are my cards? I've got too much on my table right here. I just want this one up here for right now. There. Okay. Can't forget my cards. All right. So for 13 days of Halloween, 13 weeks of Halloween, I picked Wicked Witchcraft. And that's where I'm at. I'll put the before picture and the finished cover photo. But I primarily worked on here and then all through here. And I got 1,000 stitches in. And I enjoyed it. Then I worked on, this is a whip that I started last year with Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher. Wait, did Beth start it? I think she did. But it was a group of us, and Crafting Books, which is Beth's Facebook group. And I was really, really wimpy. I only got 200 stitches in the whole year. As somebody said, who was it? Addie, I think it was Addie from Crossing Quilts, told us that another floss tuber called it a BS. The cuss word start, or a barely start. So that's what I had on this, a barely start. I'll keep it nice and clean because my grandkids watch. But anyway, I only had 200 stitches in on this. And this past weekend was 24 hours cross stitch, which I did. And Friday and Saturday, we decided to focus on a Carolyn Manning. So Alberta is the one I worked on. I got 2,020 stitches on it. I only have 9,000 stitches to go. 1,000 stitches a day. So 9 days, and I can have this done. So next month, I want to get another 2,000 in and see if I can get it finished this year. I would love to make this into a pillow with quilting that goes around it. Yeah, so that's what I got done. And I'm doing this on Paradise, I think it is. Yeah, by B Stitch Me. Okay, now, I keep doing that, and it doesn't fit in my little backpack like that. So that's it for Alberta. And that was all my stitching. So the word was happy, the card. I did not have anything with the word happy on it or in it or whatever. And I've got a lot of starts planned, so I'm not wanting to add any more to it. I'm trying to get my list down, not going up. So I subbed out and I did 500 stitches. I think it was 500 on the Wicked Witchcraft. So that was good for me. So now I got to pick another card. Yeah. Another one to see what I'm going to get. Hopefully it's not another word because I don't do a lot of them with words in it. Yeah. Okay. A project with a pair of glasses. Uh-oh. Well, wait. My Harry Potter banner. I know there's a pair of glasses on there. Yeah. And I haven't picked it up in a couple weeks, so I do need to stitch on it. So, my Harry Potter card, Frogwarts card, is a whip with a pair of glasses. Okay, now, all this is the new starts that I get to do if I ever pick one on here. And I really, really hope I get a new start. I would love to do a new start. And I will need 1,000 stitches on it. Let's see. Monster Movie Night by Lola Crow. So, not a new start. I want a new start. But I have not done a lot on Monster Movie Night. And I'll put a before picture up here and the cover photo. So, I don't know. All right, so that is all the stitching. I did finish Autopsy by Patricia Cornwell, and this is number 25 in the series, and it's the first one I read. And I caught on really fast with everything, so I didn't need a ton of the backstory and all that. I want to keep on with the series and just go from here. So I'm waiting for the library to get me the next one in the series. The next one, and then I took off a couple of days of reading a physical book, and now I'm going to start Eye of the World. So I'm going to be doing the audio as I'm reading this one. This is a used one, but it's still pretty good copy. I'm going to annotate the book as I go. All right, then I am doing something that I saw, and she got it from another one, and I can't remember, but what is her name? Her channel name. She's a booktuber. 4 Paws in a Book has this chart, and I'll put it up here, and I'll put mine up here, and it's a book ban to curb spending, because you know we all need a little help every now and then, especially me. But 4 Paws in a Book, and I'll link her below too. So I adapted it a little bit to fit me, and that's the good thing about it. But it's got 4 levels, and for each level you can earn something. So my first tier is going to be $10 for crafting. That's quilting, cross stitching, any crafts. Well, not paper crafts. Then the second level is I get to buy a used book, which I do like to buy used books. The third level for me is going to be $20 in journaling supplies. The fourth level is any book I want. I can buy it. Now, my exceptions are subscriptions and anything bought with gift cards. I get a lot of gift cards. And then I think I had a third one. Oh, if it's part of a series that I already own and I love. Can't be a series that I haven't read any of. It's got to be a series that I love, like A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm in the process of slowly buying all those. And another exception is any crafting supplies to finish a whip I've already got started. Like if it's a quilt and I don't have enough batting, I can buy the batting, if that makes any sense. Okay, penalties. For me, penalties is if it's book related, I have to take off one of the books, the last book I read, off the chart. If it's, well, or I can donate to Beth because when she does her Zooms, her special Zooms, like 24 hours across stitch, she will do giveaways. And so I donate something to her for the giveaways. Those are my penalties. Well, now I started it last week. And as you can see, I've made quite a bit. Oh, and I only need 5 points to buy or to get that reward. But I got me some washi tape. But I got it with a gift card, so it's all good. so I didn't buy it, but this was my only haul. So haul videos should be getting lower, smaller. Yeah, that's what I'm trying for. But I really like the concept, and I'm going to try and do it for the rest of the year. But I'm also thinking of tweaking it to have a column where there's a health goal in there. So I don't know how I will get it in there, and I might change, instead of book ban, put no spending or something or other like that, and put some health goals in there and just tweak it to fit me a little bit more. Now, the health goals, one reason, last week I mentioned I had made my goal weight. Well, I had my doctor's appointment. I now have both my surgeries scheduled. So the first one will be at the end of September, and the second one will be the week before Thanksgiving, if everything else goes right. They said we can tweak it a little bit on the dates. So when that happens, I probably will miss a week. Yeah, because of healing, and I'm not going to feel very good. But it is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to go, and I'm going to start reading and stitching and see what other goodies I can work on, because now I don't know if I want to work on the ship, Moonlit Mountain Forest, or Lola Crows. Monster Movie Night. I think the Monster Movie Night. I haven't worked on it in forever. Yeah. So, I'll let everybody go. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next week. Remember, if you enjoyed my video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you.